Guaranteed basic income versus universal basic income, otherwise known as ongoing monthly checks, the important differences between these programs, and the key factors that we need to understand. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we have a lot to talk about right here in this video as we are specifically focusing on guaranteed basic income and universal basic income, two programs that essentially send out ongoing monthly checks. Even though they sound very, very similar, they are also very, very different at the same time. And I do want to talk about the differences of these programs because there's actually one of these types of programs that are going on all around the country right now. Meanwhile, the other type of program, not so much, but there has been a lot of talk about it right here in the United States. So I want to talk about the key factors between these programs and what we need to understand going forward. So let's get into it right away. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. I am your one and only daily advocate. I'm doing all the research each and every day, boiling it down into these short videos so that you can stay updated every single day with all of these changes that continue to hit the wire. There's a lot going on right now. Things are changing very rapidly. I want to make sure that you're staying updated with everything going on, and with the theme of this video, guaranteed basic income, I want to make sure that you know about all these programs as they are popping up all around the country because they're coming in and they're becoming very, very popular right now, and I want to make sure that if one pops up in your backyard, you can jump on it and grab the benefits from these ongoing no strings attached payments. Sounds pretty cool, right? Yeah, exactly. They're popping up everywhere. So thanks again for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. Please remember, I am right here by your side, working on your behalf, doing everything I possibly can to help you out during this time, as well as making sure that you're staying updated with everything going on. All right, thanks again. Make sure to subscribe down below, and let's get right into this. All right, so there are some key differences between these two very important programs. Guaranteed Basic Income, otherwise known as GBI, and of course, Universal Basic Income, otherwise known as UBI. At the end of the day, both of these programs do send out ongoing monthly checks, but there's a key difference between them. All right, so number one, let's quickly talk about Guaranteed Basic Income because this is something that's going on right here, right now, all across the entire United States. There are a lot of these programs, close to 100 of these different programs that are going on, different states, cities, localities, counties, all kinds of different areas all around the country. They're already out there right here, right now. So, in fact, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time now, over the last year and a half, 2 years now, I've been bringing to you all these different programs, letting you know, okay, this one just popped up, $500 a month, you might want to grab it or apply, if it's in your area. So anyway, let's talk about this program first. Guaranteed Basic Income. Here's what it focuses on. Generally the low income. All of these programs are generally focused on the low income. Now here's the other thing. Not only are guaranteed basic income programs focused on the low income, but at the same time, a lot of times they're also focused on a certain group of people at the same time. So they make these programs very highly focused. Let me give you a quick example. There was a program in, I believe it was South Carolina. It was specifically focused on single men. Another one in Mississippi, specifically focused on mothers, okay? There's another program in New York, specifically focused on homeless teens, okay? So these are just a couple of examples, but these are all over the place right here, right now. So those are just a couple examples of showing they're low income, they're focused on the low income, but in one instance, it was focused on teens, another one, it was focused on men, another one, it was focused on single women, okay? So these are just examples of some of the types of programs that are out there now. However, generally, these programs, again, focused on the low income, but again, at the same time, they could also add some type of other provisions about it, like I just discussed in those couple examples. But not always, but those are there sometimes, okay? But here's the thing. These programs are focused on the low income, and these, as I've said in previous videos, are the best of the best types of programs. This is like the cream of the crop, right? When it comes to guaranteed basic income programs, these are by far the best type of program. Let me tell you why. It is a no strings attached payment. If you're qualified to receive the checks on an ongoing basis from these guaranteed basic income programs, you get a check for an ongoing period of time. It's anywhere between 12 months, 24 months, and sometimes even up to 5 years in some instances. I'm going to be honest with you. Generally, it's not 5 years. Usually, the most popular types of these programs are 12 months to 24 months. Usually, it's not less than that, and usually, it's typically not much more than 24 months, if it is at all. But this is the most popular type of program. Usually, it's about $500 a month for ongoing 12 months or so. And again, sometimes it's 24 months. Sometimes these programs do offer $1,000 a month. It's not very often, but sometimes they do. And sometimes they offer maybe something like $600, $800 a month, something like that. Again, not very often, but the most popular is $500 a month for 12 months. And sometimes $500 a month for 24 months. These are by far the two most popular types of the program. So it is literally a no strings attached payment. If you qualify, in other words, if you're in the location where one of these pops up and your income falls within the parameters and all the other factors align, then you could take advantage of one of these programs and get these ongoing monthly checks where you can spend it on anything. You can save it, you can spend it, you can buy a car, you can buy a dog, you can buy a cat, you can buy a refrigerator, you can buy a chair, you can buy anything. You can buy a go-kart. You can buy anything you want with it. There are no strings attached. It is a no strings attached payment. You have the ability to do whatever you want with it. Well, the studies have shown that these programs are actually very beneficial, lifting people up and actually encouraging people to, do whatever they want with their time, with their resources, whatever. It's actually a pretty powerful program. So they're finding with all these programs, actually the first one popped up in late 2019 out of Stockton, California. So the mayor in that city, Stockton, California, came out and said, let's do this. It's a pilot program. And that was the first one that kicked it off. And now there are nearly 100 of these programs all around the country. Pretty good stuff. This is great. So anyway, these are gaining a ton of popularity, and there have already been people on the national level, as in representatives and lawmakers out there, who have introduced programs to send out ongoing monthly checks on a nationwide level to everybody. So, to everybody that's qualified within the income parameters. So that's pretty exciting as well. Anyway. All right, so that is guaranteed basic income. Now let's talk about universal basic income. This one, again, sends out ongoing monthly checks. This program is not anywhere all around the country right now. Why? Here's why. A universal basic income program would send out ongoing monthly checks to everybody. It could be the guy who is working and earning $10,000 a year. It could be the person who earns SSI benefits every single month. It could be the person who receives SSDI benefits or Social Security retirement benefits. It could be all of these individuals. It could be somebody earning $40,000 a year. It could be somebody earning $80,000 a year. It could be somebody earning $700,000 a year. That's the difference with universal basic income, is it would be a check sent out to every single person, regardless of net worth, regardless of how much money they have, regardless of income, regardless of anything. Universal basic income is literally sending a check out to everybody with no strings attached, once again, but there's also no income parameters around it. Whereas a guaranteed basic income program, generally there is a cap on earnings. In other words, you can only earn so much money to be eligible for a guaranteed basic income program. Whereas a universal basic income program, everybody, the rich guy down the street gets a check. The person receiving fixed income benefits gets a check. The person earning $50,000 a year gets a check. The guy earning, $72,800 a year gets a check. Everybody gets a check. It's not a very effective program because not everybody needs a check, right? So we've talked about this many times here. We've seen all the reports that have come out here over the last couple of years showing the low income, the fixed income are the ones who need and would benefit the most from an ongoing check. If they send out a check, say $500, $1,000 a month to the person earning $120,000 a year, do they really need the check? No. Do they want the check? Yeah, by all means. That means a new set of golf clubs, right? Or whatever people buy. My point is they don't need the money. They simply will take the money because who wouldn't take the money, right? The vast majority of people would take the money and then they'd probably say, sweet, I'm going to go play 18 holes. Nice, right? Or whatever people do. I don't know. I don't know anything about golf. I don't know about golf. I've been to a driving range like twice in my life and I pretty much missed the ball every single time. I'm not very good at even hitting a ball. Anyway, my point is, people would probably take the money, but at the end of the day, they don't necessarily need it. However, the reports have shown the low income and the fixed income are the ones who need the money. That's why they have guaranteed basic income programs all over the country and universal basic income programs, none. Not a single one. Because it's not in a very effective program to spend billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, sending out ongoing monthly checks to everybody. It's not needed. It's not needed for the high income. It's not needed for the high net worth people. It's mostly needed for the low income, the fixed income, and those individuals who need a little bit of an extra stipend each and every month right here, right now. So these are the key differences. That's why we see all these guaranteed basic income programs. Even sometimes people call them universal basic income programs. They're not necessarily UBI, but rather they are GBI programs, guaranteed basic income. A very powerful concept. We've seen it played out here over the last couple of years. We've seen a lot of people, probably a couple million people now, that are enrolled in these programs all across the country, and they're very powerful. They're very popular, and they're doing this. They're getting the effects that they actually want right now, which is lifting people up and giving the people the extra little bit of money that they need on an ongoing basis. Anyway, these are the differences between these important programs. When it comes down to it, could I foresee a nationwide guaranteed basic income program? Yeah, by all means, absolutely. I honestly only believe it's only a matter of time before we see a nationwide guaranteed basic income program. However, do I foresee a nationwide universal basic income program? No, honestly, I don't. I do not see that type of program because not everybody needs a check, and it would cost an unbelievable amount of money to send out 333 million people a check every single month. No, about 50 million people need a check every single month, not 333 million, right? So anyway, I'll keep you posted as I do get more information. I hope this one helps you out to better understand these very important programs. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other 2,500 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.